Welcome to Understand the Math. In this video, I'm going to walk through 3 example problems and show you exactly how to sketch a parametric curve. In the first example that we'll look at, x is equal to t squared and y is equal to t plus 2, and we're given that t ranges from -2 to 2. We'll first create a table of values. I've already filled in t since we were given that t ranges from -2 to 2. When t is -2, x is equal to t squared, which is 4, and y is equal to t plus 2, which is equal to 0. Following this same procedure, we get the following values for x and y. Let's now plot the values of x and y on our graph, starting with the smallest value of t. When t is -2, x is 4, and y is 0, so we have this point. Our next point is 1, 1, and then we have the point 0, 2, then the point 1, 3, and lastly the point 4, 4. We'll now connect these points and indicate the direction of the curve. In our second example, x is the square root of 9 minus t squared and y is equal to t. Since no values for t are given, we need to determine what values should be used. We know that 9 minus t squared must be greater than or equal to 0 because it's inside the square root. This gives us 9 minus t squared is greater than or equal to 0. So we have 9 is greater than or equal to t squared. This gives us plus or minus 3 is greater than or equal to t, which we can write more compactly as -3 is less than or equal to t is less than or equal to 3. Let's put these values of t into our table. We start with -3, then we have -2, -1, 0, and then we have 1, 2, and 3. Looking back up at these two equations, when t is -3, x is 0, and y is -3, the rest of our values look like this. Let's make a note that root 5 is approximately 2.2 and root 8 is approximately 2.8. We'll now put these values on our graph. When t is -3, x is equal to 0 and y is -3. When t is -2, we have x, which is about 2.2, and y is -2. The rest of our points look like this. We'll now connect these points and indicate the direction of our curve. So we now know how to handle an example when we're not given a value for t. If you're finding this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to my channel. Our third problem is a classic one where x is equal to 2 sine t and y is equal to 2 cosine t, and we're told that t ranges from 0 to 2 pi. To save time, I've included the values for t, x, and y in our table. These are computed just like we did in our first 2 examples. Let's now add these values to our graph. When t is equal to 0, x is 0, and y is equal to 2. This point is located here. Our next point is the point root 2, and I've already made a note that root 2 is approximately 1.4. This gives us x is 1.4 and y is 1.4, which places our point here. For our next point, x is 2 and y is equal to 0. The rest of our points look like this. We'll now connect our points, and hopefully it'll look like a circle. There we go, it does. And then lastly, let's put the direction of our curve. We started with this point and went to the right, so the direction of our curve is clockwise. This plane curve is a circle, and a circle can also be written in terms of rectangular coordinates. If this video has been helpful to you, please consider subscribing to my channel. Keep believing in yourself and have a great rest of your day.